I don't know if it's me and this angle's just hitting right this. Hey guys, and welcome to yet another video. Today what I will be talking about is the nutrition label on the back of all of your foods and drinks and how to read it. If you want to find out more about this, just stay tuned and I will dive right into it and explain further. So I'm gonna do some healthier options and then some unhealthy options. I will start with some egg whites and then I'll help you read the back of the label. Okay, so the egg whites that I'll be talking about, Crystal Farms all whites. It's 100% liquid egg white. The nutrition facts on the back of this label says it has 25 calories with a total of 5 grams of protein. How I read this is there's no carbs, and depending on like what you're trying to gain out of this, my goal is to get all the protein that I can throughout the day. That's my personal nutritional goal. As you can see, the serving size is 3.0 tablespoons. The serving per container is about 20 servings. 3 tablespoons is 25 calories, and that's 5 grams of protein. Now, if you want to get 15 grams of protein, or 20, or whatever your goal is from those egg whites, you would do 3 times 3, so that'd be 9 tablespoons, would amount to 15 grams of protein. Now you have to keep in mind, now the calories also triple. So instead of it being 25, now it's gonna be 75 calories, which is really good. Don't get me wrong, that's really good. So that's a way to read that. Maybe some M&Ms. Let's do some M&Ms. Okay, I'll attach a picture and then I'll just read it with you. It has 11 servings per container. This is like the family pack one. Still the same. It's still the same everything. So the serving size is 1 ounce. Okay, so that's for like the big family bag. 1 ounce is equivalent to about 12 pieces. 12 pieces is 140 calories, okay? So that's 7 grams of fat, 3 saturated, 17 carbs, 15 grams of sugar, and that includes 13 grams of added sugars, and then 3 grams of protein. That protein's like nothing though. Palm oil, corn syrup. Now, let's say you have 12 pieces. You just had 140 calories of nothingness, because what is that gonna do? What exactly does the M&M do for you? What does it do for you? Nothing, because you're just gonna be like, wow, those 12 pieces were so good, I'm gonna keep eating them. Now you're a whole bag deep and you're getting nothing out of it. Let's say now you had 24 pieces of M&Ms. I can see that happening, it's very possible. But now you multiply everything by 2. It's no longer 140 calories, it's 280. It's 14 grams of fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, 34 grams of carbs. Also, you have to keep in mind the sugar now multiplies as well. So instead of it being 15, now it's 30. And the protein is now 6 grams. It is so easy to fall into the trap and not realize that you actually just consumed pretty much, that could be a meal. That could be 2 snacks. You just took in 2 servings of peanut M&Ms and it benefits you 0%. Let's talk about a drink, or a few actually. So you're out with your friends, whatever, chilling, and you're having some White Claws. It's fine, you know, like, I'm not shaming it. Do your thing. We all do our thing. I drink, you probably drink, you know, if you're of age. But if you're drinking White Claws, that's 100 calories per drink. Now let's say you have 6, you had 600 calories. I want you to understand what that means. That could be like a meal and a snack, and you've just consumed empty calories. Now you probably feel bloated, and if you want to stop bloating, you cut out carbonated drinks in your life, you might just see some reducing in your bloating. Let me say that White Claws are probably the healthier option. Now let's look at some beer. Let's say you're a Bud Light fan. The serving size is 12 ounces, which is 1 can of beer. That has 6.6 grams of carbs. Now, let's say you're at home, chilling, not doing anything, and you have 6 beers because, you know, 2 wasn't doing anything, so now you gotta move up to 6. I'm mind boggled. It's 660 calories for 6 of those beers. Now, it's 6.6 carbs times 6, and it is 39.6 carbs. And the worst part about it all is that it's benefiting you 0%. So if you're gonna drink, you need to choose obviously like a healthier option, maybe something with 0 carbs if like you're tracking your macros, or if you're gonna drink, maybe don't drink as much, or drink like better options. I think tequila or straight vodka with like seltzer water or something, like some lime. So what to talk about when you go to the restaurant. Let's pull up a menu. I have the Chick-fil-A app and it says, we're closed on Sunday, Maria. Come back on Monday. I love Chick-fil-A. Medium fries at Chick-fil-A are 445 calories. Let's say you just get the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, the fried one though. That's 465 calories. So let's total that up. Holy moly. So a medium fries and an original chicken sandwich fried from Chick-fil-A, a total, if you eat the whole thing, of 910 calories. So let's say your calorie goal intake is 1,500 calories, okay? That's how many calories you have left throughout the whole day. That has to include breakfast and dinner and some snacks in between. Do that without going over. And if you're tracking your macros, such as like your protein, your carbs, for sure your carbs, you just went over. Now you have to find alternatives and how to eat just straight protein and a little bit of fats throughout the day. So let's say now you're hungry, you're lazy, you don't want to cook, you're feeling a little frisky and you want to have a cheat meal, or you're feeling a little frisky and you don't want to stick to your diet today, which is completely fine. But I want you guys to realize just what you're consuming and how what you're consuming can literally be so many calories and you don't even know it. Don't obsess over it, like, please don't. But if you have goals to meet, you need to be a little more strict on how like you consume your calories, and you should try to wean off of eating out and try to cook all of your foods, because you know exactly what's going in your foods, you know exactly how much you're putting in, you know how you're cooking it, you know that you're not adding anything crazy out of this world additional that'll make something like 1,000 calories. But anyways, let's say you and your family order takeout for Olive Garden. You get an appetizer for just you of fried mozzarella sticks. That's 860 calories. Can we just take a minute? 860 calories, that's insane. Oh my god. All right, so you have all the mozzarella sticks, fine, whatever. Then you have 2 breadsticks. Each one is 140 calories, so you had 2. Just in the appetizer and the breadsticks, you've had 1,400 calories so far. I'm sorry, clearly I cannot see when my phone is facing away from me. It is 1,100 calories. My bad. Now we're gonna go back to the menu because it's time to order your entree. Let's do the pronto lunch because I am not feeling that hungry. Okay, that's not that bad. If you get the spaghetti with the meat sauce, it's 360 calories. With the marinara, it's 310. You know what? I'm not feeling like that. I want to eat some fettuccine alfredo with no chicken. I know, who does that? That's really weird, but it doesn't come with chicken. If I get the fettuccine alfredo and I eat the whole thing, 650 calories equals a total of 1,700 calories. What? 1,700 calories? that is someone's goal for the whole day. Now that's not including the breakfast you ate, the lunch you ate, the snacks you ate. You're probably over 2,000 calories by now. And that is why people are not reaching their goals, because they don't realize that everything you eat matters. Don't obsess over it. I want you to eat, just learn how to eat better by when you pick something up that you're like, oh my god, I want this so bad. You look at the label, you will understand what you're consuming now and how does that fit into your nutritional goals, your macros, your fitness goals. Like, it doesn't apply whatsoever. So you need to learn how to not eat it. If you're just cooking for yourself, learn how to portion that out correctly. All right, let's look at the Barilla gluten-free rotini pasta. On the back of the label, the serving size is 2 ounces. For the 2 ounces of pasta that you're about to consume, it's 200 calories for 44 grams of carbs and 4 grams of protein. There are protein pastas that are a lot better than the one that I'm reading. I personally prefer protein pasta. It tastes so fire. You can't even tell, but I will talk about that one next. Watch your portions, because clearly you can go over and not realize how much food you're actually consuming. Same company makes a Protein Plus 10A pasta. It is 100% plant protein. Are made from lentils, chickpeas, and peas. Yeah, it does taste just a little different, but you literally can't tell the difference. If like I were to cook it and serve it to you, you wouldn't know the difference between that and some other pasta. You probably just think like, oh, this is probably different the way she made it or something. I don't know. You can't really tell. Provides a good source of protein, which is good because you're going to put protein on top of that. Turkey, ground beef, chicken, your plant-based topping. It's non-GMO. And it's fish-free, lactose-free, peanut-free, tree nut-free, soy-free, and shellfish-free, which is good because I am lactose intolerant, am allergic to nuts and soy. So this is my ballpark. For 2 ounces of this pasta, it equals 190 calories, 9 total fats, 39 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. You see, this is just a healthier option for a standard pasta that you would pick up at the store. Why go for a standard pasta when you can have a protein pasta, get your protein in, also your carbs, but at the same time, you're still getting a good amount of protein in, on top of the protein that you're gonna eat your pasta with. I forgot to tell you, if you don't know what macros are macronutrients, and there are 3 groups. It's protein, carbs, and fats. So those 3 make up your macronutrients, and when you're focusing on dieting and stuff like that, those are 3 main components that they'll tell you to monitor, because if you go over, it can compromise your fitness goals. Now if you go over by like 5 grams, you'll be fine, but if it's like 30 grams, then you're in trouble. Getting in the right proteins, fats, and carbs will determine if you're gaining muscle or losing muscle, and also if you're gaining fat or losing fat. You don't have to be a stickler when it comes to tracking your macros, but sometimes when you're trying to gain weight, let's say, it is especially important, because you need to actually know if you're going into a caloric surplus or if you're at a caloric deficit. So if you're at a deficit, you clearly know that it is going down. It means that you are lowering your calorie intake. Now, if you're at a surplus, that means that you are trying to achieve something. You're probably bulking, you're trying to gain some muscle mass, and it is especially crucial that you are tracking your macros. You don't even have to have like MyFitnessPal or Lifesum, but if you want, you can download those apps. They do help you track your macros and your calories, and it tells you based on your fitness goals and your weight. And if you're sedentary, you move more, than usual. It does tell you if the food that you're eating is hitting your goals, or if it's bad and you went over, or it'll tell you. The apps actually help you. You can just have a little journal tracking all your meals and your water intake. Just be more aware of what you're consuming. Also, just learn to read the nutritional labels at home and the serving sizes, and you will go so far. You will realize that the amount of food you were eating before was a crazy amount to what you're actually supposed to be eating. It's completely fine to have one of those days where you're like, I'm having Chick-fil-A, I don't care what anybody says, I deserve it, I've been working hard, you go sis, or bro, or whoever's watching this. You got this. Don't let anything discourage you. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, whether it's in the comments below. My Instagram is mariafit_x. You can follow me, DM me, ask me any questions. I'm more than willing to help. If you did like this video, just be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Thursday. I appreciate you all so much. If you are already a subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.